Right, so I'm just going to quickly show you what this does and how to get it running locally, because there's a little bit of stuff involved with the feature flag being there. So first thing you should do, obviously get the GDK running, pull down the branch, and then just head over to any page on GitLab. Now it should work just as normal without you having to do anything, because I mean, why wouldn't it? But if you go over into your DevTools and you want to go on the Application tab, now mine is right here because I use it all the time, but yours is probably going to be down here somewhere. We're using Chrome because the DevTools for service workers are much better than any others I've found. But yeah, this should work in a few other browsers as well. Now you'll see we've not actually got a service worker loaded here. But we just want to do a little bit of cleanup before we enable the feature flag that lets these service workers run. So you see I've got update on reload ticked and bypass for network ticked. They're great when you're developing service workers, but if you're checking if they actually work, then you're better off unticking all of these. So do that. Cache storage. Now you see I've actually got an old 11.9 pre-release cache with the offline page already in it. I would say you should delete this, but the service worker itself should delete this as part of the cache busting. So I'm going to check that actually works in this as well. So what you want to do, you want to head over to the application controller on this branch, and that's just, where's the path? Is it going to show me it? Oh, that's super tiny, but it's just app controllers, application controller. I have a feeling I've put it in the wrong place, but it kind of works. So I'm waiting to be told off by a back-end developer here, but for now this is how it works and it's where it lives. You just need to add in here default enabled :true. And all being well, that should enable the feature flag, and that should, on a refresh, it should, there we go. So we can see we've got the 11.10 cache popped in there. It removed the old cache, which is just what we want, and we want this offline page to be in there as well. So you could kind of see the cache busting work in there. The name of the cache is based on the current version of GitLab and the latest commit as well. So if we go over to service workers as well, we should see the service worker is activated and running, and if we open it up, we should see the cache name there and then the rest of the service worker. So back to the application tab. What I'm just going to do is quickly show you that if we log in, everything should just work as normal. This is going to go really slow because my laptop goes really slow when I'm recording video, but don't worry, that's got nothing to do with the service worker. Yeah, so we can go through and we can go to different pages and things, and everything should still just work as normal. Dismiss that actually. Yeah, so test a few pages, make sure they work fine. They should do. I think the tests will have caught most of these. And then what we can do is if we just tick this offline thing here, that just makes the browser behave as if there was no internet connection. You can see that the network tabs lit up here as well. It's the same as setting it offline in here. And then if we refresh the page, we should get, there we go, the offline page. So that's the offline functionality working at the moment, and then turning it back online and refreshing the page. While it'll take a while because, as I said, when I'm doing videos, this thing goes pretty slow. It should refresh and everything should just work as normal. The other things that it'll do, if you click on the manifest tab, you should see this manifest here, and that'll build up our theme color and icons and things, and so this should be loaded in properly. And what this does is this allows us to actually install GitLab to our desktop or our home screen if it's on a phone or whatever. Doing it on a phone, I don't really know how to show you on a video, but I'll show you how to do the desktop one for this. You can Google the phone one. So if yes, no, you do need to enable a flag first. So if we open up a new tab and do Chrome flags like that, you see I've got desktop PWAs enabled. Eventually you won't need to flag this, but I think right now you still have to. So just set it to enabled, and then see if I change one of these to enabled, you get this pop-up. So you do need to relaunch Chrome when you change these, but since I've already got it enabled, I'm not going to do that. But once you have done that, you should be able to, just next to your face up here on the actual Chrome tab, go down to, there we are, install GitLab. Clicking that, it should bring up a little prompt, which lets us install. And now there we are, it's inside our Chrome apps folder. So we can open GitLab like that, and we should see, there we go. So this is GitLab as a kind of desktop app. I mean, it's basically still the website, because we've not done anything fancy with it, but it's all running as a standalone app. So it's not Chrome, it's separate to Chrome. Chrome's over here still, and you can see down here we've got like the actual GitLab icon with a GitLab name, and it's its own app, its own icon, its own entity, I guess. Why is iTunes open? Irrelevant. Yeah, so that's this. That's